Last night I was watching a video on YouTube and I thought I'm going to give this a try and see how it works, or if it really works as well as they were talking about. Basically what I'm going to be using is actually frost white, and I'm going to place paint on it and then add beads to it and then go from there to see if it really works as well as the person was showing. Sometimes I'm a little skeptical when I see stuff and people make it seem so easy. Again, for mine, I'm just using the Folk Art Enamel, the Frost White, and I'm just going to go around as they did and just keep adding paint, just making a design, but keeping it, not necessarily a real design, but keeping it away from the very top of the glass. Kind of filling it in so I get the beads to stick. I'm just curious to see how well this really works. Basically what they said in their online tutorial was to put the paint on, or if you're using a liner paint, I think she was using a little bit different paint than what I'm using, so I want to see if it works with the brand that I use. Also, you make sure that you clean your glass before doing this project, which I did, and then you have a container that you put the glass over and just sprinkle on the beads. I should really have a deeper container, but this is what I had at my hands right now, so I'm just gonna do it and see how it goes. Of course, actually I'm running out of beads. Alright. And just keep sprinkling them on. Again, like I said, I should really have a deeper dish as I see all my beads rolling around. Main reason for that would be to be able to collect them and keep adding them to your glass. Which, once mine are all over the floor, I won't be able to do that. And then she said just tap it lightly, because there will be beads that come off, and then you can go around and just place, kind of just lightly push the beads into the paint. Again, this is the first time I've tried this, so just bear with me on this. Just kind of trial and error type of thing, see if it really works and how well the beads, obviously I won't be able to bake it with the beads on there. And then what she said is when it's dry, to actually go back over it and add, or go back over and make sure there aren't any loose beads that come off still. And I'm just going to pick up some of these that spilled. Just try to add more to the paint. It's just kind of a random thing, so you don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a matter of adding the beads, seeing how they stick to the paint. I'm used to painting my glassware, so we'll see how this works. I'm always looking for something new to try. Like I said, if I would have thought ahead, I would have thought this was going to be plenty of beads, but really didn't know for sure. Something fun to try. See how it works out. Again, it's just very random, which I like. And then we'll see how it dries and if the beads actually stay on. Probably my concern with doing stuff like this is if it really stays well. Alright, so we shall see. We'll give it some time to dry and see what happens. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good evening. And just to get back to you regarding this glass, it's now dried, and actually I'm pretty impressed with how well the beads have stayed on. I went over it like they suggested and kind of wiped to make sure that none of them were loose, and they have stayed on pretty well. So again, I think the tutorial that was done on YouTube was pretty successful. So if you're like me, feel free to give it a try and see how it works for you. Obviously with this type of a glass, it definitely needs to be washed by hand. No dishwasher, because I'm sure that would not keep the beads on. Anyways, thanks again for stopping by. Have a good day.